This podcast episode is presented by a generous sponsorship of Radio Free Santa Clarita by the California Institute of the Arts, one of the top art schools in the world located right here in Santa Clarita. You can find out more information about their Discover Music program, CalArts summer program for high school students. Learn more at calarts.edu/discover. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Awesome Town Sound Podcast. My name is Lee Huber. This is the third week of June 2019. Thank you so much for downloading the Awesome Town Sound Podcast. The easiest way that you can load up our show, check it out, this is really cool. You can ask Siri, Alexa, or Google to play the Awesome Town Sound Podcast, and you'll be enjoying our show right away, just like that. Amazing. Alexa, play the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.
Here's the Awesome Town Sound Podcast from TuneIn.
We are living in the future. Well, you may know them from the cover band The No Chasers, or perhaps the rock outfit The Savage Young. But Adam Burton and Wyatt Pendleton are now launching their third reincarnation as a group called the Toodaloos. And they're going to be here to share brand new, previously unreleased music in advance of their debut performance coming up at the Hotel Cafe in downtown LA this Sunday. We'll talk to Wyatt and Adam here shortly. In the meantime, we have a Santa Clarita music events calendar to tell you all about, so let's get to it. Starting the week on Thursday, the 13th, Blue Motel Room will be performing covers at Brewery Draconum at 6:30 p.m. And the Canyon will be having Borderline Country Nights as they do every week. So slip on those cowboy boots and get your line dancing on. Doors open at 6. Friday at the Canyon, Elton John cover performer Joey Rydell will be on stage that evening at 6 p.m. Over at Wolf Creek Brewery, the Storytellers will be performing at 6. At the Westfield Valencia Town Center, they're going to be kicking off this year's series of shows on Fridays. It's the Valencia Jazz and Blues Festival. It begins with the Delgado Brothers. Free event starting at 7 p.m. And just down the street at the Hyatt Regency at the Greater Pacific Restaurant, Vinyl Gypsies will be taking the stage at 7 p.m. On Saturday the 15th, if you didn't get enough line dancing at Borderline Country Night, then there's even more down at Central Park as part of the Boots and Brews Country Music Festival with Jake Owen headlining. That starts at 5 p.m. Over at the Canyon, 80s supergroup Asia will be appearing with doors opening at 6 p.m. And the VFW 6885 Big Coyote takes the stage at 8 p.m. Father's Day, Sunday the 16th, the Saloon Addicts will be at Backyard Grub and Brews at 4 p.m. There's going to be a jazz jam at the American Legion 507 starting at 5 p.m. And over at the VFW 6885, the Lee Harper Band will be performing at 5 p.m. as well. Monday, tickets go on sale for all of the College of the Canyon's Performing Arts Center shows starting at 10 a.m. If you want to go see the Beach Boys, Rick Springfield, Travis Tritt, or check out the International Guitar Festival, tickets for all of those go on sale at 10 a.m. on Monday the 17th. And that night at 6 p.m., you can go see some improv, jazz, funk, and R&B with the Al Pascua Project. That happens at Black and Blue, which is a fusion restaurant at the Westfield Valencia Town Center, starting at 6. If you know of any shows that I haven't listed, drop a note on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Awesome Town Sound. Adam Burton and Wyatt Pendleton are the Toodaloos, and they're trying to strike an interesting balance between the somewhat serious subject matter of their lyrics and the whimsical nature of their music. It was interesting to hear Adam talk about how their song, There Goes the Rain, a harmony-filled, Beatles-esque, lighthearted sounding song, was actually born from a moment of darkness and self-doubt. I sat down with the two very talented musicians recently on the patio at Honu Coffee here in Santa Clarita in advance of their Sunday performance at the Hotel Cafe in downtown LA this Sunday. Here's my interview with this week's featured performers, the Toodaloos, on the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.
I'm Wyatt.
I'm Adam.
And together we're the Toodaloos.
Yeah. It took us a while to come up with a name.
that was just the right amount of whimsy, just the right amount of obscurity that we wanted. Because we were originally a band called the Savage Young for 4 years, on and off. There would be like a good year of a lot of serious gigging and progress.
And that was a hard rock band too, where we were kind of doing
more alternative style
rock,
which we still have in us. Always.
Yeah, we love a variety of different styles of music, and we're very much inspired by hundreds of different artists.
Hundreds is probably appropriate, yeah.
It's an appropriate number, right? If I would have said thousands, it would have been like,
then it's like you're
that's a lot.
Exaggerating.
But maybe a couple thousand. Yeah.
It's full of a lot of music that we wrote when kind of the rest of our band wasn't as available as they used to be, and me and Wyatt just ended up doing little writing sessions by ourselves.
2 acoustic guitars, and that kind of inspired a sound that was unique and different from what we were doing with the band Savage Young at the time.
That kind of stuff that we're working on, we're now doing with other musicians. So we've been building upon that, but it did just start with a lot of harmonies and acoustic guitars and just how big and how busy can we sound just being two guys.
It's very Beatlesque. It's definitely a nod to a lot of, I think, 60s pop and folk rock. But there's elements of a lot of different things in there where I'm inspired. Disney, yeah. That's obviously a big influence on our generation,
like old
90s kids.
Yeah,
old Disney too.
A lot of jazz, which I never thought would be kind of my style of writing. And it's not only the stuff I write, but it seems to be kind of the most natural stuff I write. A lot of jazz chords and...
Yeah, we're inspired by some kind of unusual sounds and things that are kind of ear-catching and kind of not maybe the expected thing that you'd hear.
Yeah, and you'll hear some kind of show-tuney little, jokes.
Yeah, and that's maybe it ties into the whimsy of the thing. It's kind of fun and lighthearted in that sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, the lyrics and kind of the things we decide to sing about include death a lot.
Existentialism. It's like this kind of yin-yang of finding a balance between writing fun music and catchy music and at the same time saying something poignant.
Yeah, very more serious.
Kind of ties in with the Toodaloos as well, being like, goodbye. Yeah. We don't know where the world's going to be in 10 years.
Hopefully not gone.
Hopefully not, yeah. My idea of success is in multiple different areas. For one, I already feel successful just to be able to write. And
having the freedom to do what we do right now is kind of success to us.
Yeah, so kind of any aspirations are just trying to secure that and also make it more rad with more equipment and more money. And also I would love to meet, the people that inspired me.
Yeah.
So getting on some kind of platform where we're sharing our music with a larger amount of people.
And we're kind of in that community of people that we like to be around. A lot of the lyricism in these songs that we're doing are kind of ambiguous and kind of very metaphorical, but they definitely allude to some experiences that me and Adam have shared in. There Goes the Rain is definitely generally a song about overcoming self-doubt and
without being too specific, I one evening found myself in a different state of mind, and I felt this intense shadow of fear and doubt and all of the things that smother us slightly, I think, throughout the day, because we've all got a good yin and yang going, hopefully. Yeah. Some people have more negativity in their head. It might not even be things going on outside, just negativity in your head, self-doubt or whatever. And I felt particularly consumed by this shadow of negativity, and it all happened in a momentary lapse of time. And we were driving in the car, we were listening to what was it?
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, yeah. Well, and it was following too. I remember putting on "You're Gonna Lose That Girl."
Yeah.
So that's Beatles. What that line, "What I'm hearing helps me survive," is, I think, right? That's
definitely,
what you meant. That's what you're touching on. But anyway, yeah, I felt crippled by it. There was something about the music that I don't know. I in my head, I told it to shove off. Yeah. And it was a weird. I think it might just be personal growth, time, and I think everyone has a time in their life where they find a personal demon, and
that's what it's about.
They stand up to it,
overcoming that shadow, I guess, and overcoming personal demons, and kind of finding yourself again, and growth.
It was a pretty perfect joining of two different songs we had. Because I had the chorus and he had the verse. And we didn't even know they were going to be the same song, but they just fit really well together.
That's often the case, is we'll just kind of slap things together and make it work.
We probably got a couple different ideas right now that are going to find their way into the same song.
That's how we do it.
And now, here's There Goes the Rain by the Toodaloos on the Awesome Town Sound podcast.
Eyes on the road, forget what you told yourself. You don't even know you well. Let your feelings phase, keeps you numb from the waist down. Thank God for your private health. Some trips are posthumously handy, taking babies from their candy bars. Leaves a very necessary scar. There goes the rain. I haven't seen the sun since the daytime last spring. I've lost my name. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Just passed me by, raced around my side, impressive speed, I dare not try and drive. I'm steering clear on the celestial sphere, and what I'm hearing helps me survive. Some folks take a healthy horse and beat it, feed the beast and then mistreat it. Well, I might believe it if you scream and yell. There goes the rain. Seen the sun since the daytime last spring. I've lost my name. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Simple knots they will untie, leaving us with a sunken anchor. And you should know better than to go sniffing around in my the daytime last spring. I've lost my name. I wouldn't trade it for something selfish like fame. There goes the rain. I haven't seen the sun since the daytime last spring. I've lost my name. I wouldn't trade it for anything. No, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So we actually have our first show as the Toodaloos coming up this Sunday.
June
June 16th. Yeah, that's going to be at the Hotel Cafe. That's our big plug. That's why we're here.
We're excited about it. We have music that's in the works right now. We have this single that we're going to be releasing very soon. And we're hopefully going to be releasing a full-length LP, 10 songs.
Unless we add another.
Yeah, we write all the time, so there's always a possibility of adding a song here or there. There's going to be music on the horizon. Until then, we're going to be playing live shows and just kind of spreading the word. And
so Instagram, to answer your question, is the only platform we have at the moment.
Yeah, that's our platform right now.
It will be on Spotify and Apple Music. And
any streaming place.
All that other stuff. So I'm also going to spell out the name
YouTube.
The Toodaloos is Toodaloos. There's some other ways you can spell that. Yeah.
I made it work.
Yeah.
I'm able to get it.
There's a certain
If
symmetry with
Hoobastank is a
O's.
band,
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Then
We took a thing or two from Hoobastank.
Thank you for listening to the Awesome Town Sound Podcast. We are a production of Radio Free Santa Clarita. For more information, visit radiofreesantaclarita.org. You can keep up with all the local music events that we mention here by visiting the Awesome Town Sound Facebook page. And if you enjoyed our show, please tell your friends about it on social media. Tell your friends to subscribe because the bigger this music community gets, the better. We live in an awesome town with awesome artists, awesome bands, and awesome fans. So keep on listening to the Awesome Town Sound Podcast.